Hello friends, myself Dr. Dinesh Bhutada, practicing as a dermatologist, cosmetologist, trichologist and laser specialist in India. I am an editor of newspaper Skin and Hair Times, Saundarya Varta, Saundarya Mantra. I am also doing medical legal consultancy as I have completed my medicine and law both. And today in this video module we are going to talk on the basic morphology of skin lesions. What is the how to read the skin lesion and what is the basic morphology behind skin lesions. As all of you know that skin is the biggest organ of our body and skin has its own structural and functional importance, and at the same time the types of skin depends upon the skin color and at the same time the response to the ultraviolet rays and at the same time the hydration part. So in this video module, as we are going to talk on the morphology of the skin lesions. Basically there are three types of skin lesions. Number one is the primary skin lesions, second is the secondary skin lesions, and third is the spatial skin lesions. In primary skin lesions, the skin lesions are the macules, papules, plaques, nodules, pustules, vesicles or bullas, wheals and cysts. In secondary skin lesions, there comes the scales, crusts, excoriation or scratch marks, erosions, ulcers, lichenification and atrophy. And in spatial type of skin lesions comes the burrows, comedones, milias and telangiectasia. So these are the basic morphology of skin types. Now we'll see what are the skin lesions, depending upon the distribution of the skin lesions, how they are going to help us in the diagnosis. For example, if we take linear skin lesions are always present in a line, and that can be seen in the case of epidermal nevus and lichen striatus. Then another is the dermatomal lesions. These dermatomal lesions are present in the dermatome, and these are seen in the herpes zoster and in case of vitiligo also. Serpiginous lesions, this follows the serpiginous tracts, and this can be seen in the cutaneous larva migrans and elastosis perforans serpiginosis. Another is the annular type of distribution of skin lesions present in a round shape, and this can be seen in the tinea, granuloma annulare and erythema annulare. Another is the herpetiforme. Herpetiforme means grouped or clustered skin lesions. These are seen in the herpes simplex infection and herpes zoster infection. Then another is the reticulate distribution or ripple like distribution of skin lesions, and this can be seen in the cutis marmorata or livido reticularis. Another is the filiform lesions. These are the thread like lesions which are seen in the warts and skin tags. And another is the geographical large skin lesions. This is seen in the geographical tongue and psoriasis. So these are the skin lesions according to their distributions that helps us in the diagnosis of the skin disease. Now what initially we have seen the three basic types of skin lesions: primary, secondary and spatial lesions. Now we'll see one lesion after another. Macule. Macule is the type of simple primary lesion. In this macule, there is this is a flat lesion, there is no elevation and there is only change in color and texture remains unaltered. So just change in color. Macules are the flat lesions, only change in color, that may be the hypo, hyper or erythematous. Now we'll come to the papules. Papules are the circumscribed solid lesions less than 1 centimeter in diameter. These are called the papules. These are the elevated circumscribed solid lesions less than 1 centimeter in diameter. About the plaques, these are also solid elevated lesions more than 1 centimeter in diameter. So understand it. Macules are the flat lesion, papules and plaques are the elevated lesions. Papules are less than 1 centimeter in diameter and plaques are more than 1 centimeter in diameter. Nodules. Nodules are the deep-seated solid three-dimensional lesions, and these are the firm in consistency, and these are the nodules. About the pustules, these are the circumscribed elevated pus-filled lesions, as are the pustules. Vesicles or bulla, as also the circumscribed elevated fluid-filled lesions less than 1 centimeter in diameter. Wheals are the transient elevated plaque-like lesions with erythema, edema and central pallor. So these are called the wheals. Another is the abscess. Abscess are the collection of pus in dermis and subcutaneous second and third layer of the skin. These are called the abscess. Now we'll come to the secondary skin lesions. Those are scales. Scales are formed because of increase or abnormal keratinization. They may be powdery scales, there may be silvery scales, as in case of psoriasis. Crust. Crust are the collection of dried exudates, dead tissue and microorganisms. Usually it is brown in color, and after the injury to the skin there is the formation of the crust. Excoriation or scratch marks. These are seen in all pruritic or itchy skin diseases. There is excoriation or scratch marks with the nails on the body. Erosions. Erosions are nothing but the superficial ulceration, and this superficial ulceration or erosions heals without scarring. Now we'll come about the ulcers. Ulcers are the breach in the continuity of skin at the dermal and subcute level, and that heals with the scarring. Now we'll come to the lichenification lesions. Lichenification lesions mean these are the thickened lesions, thick lesions, and the atrophy lesions are the thin lesions. So these are the secondary lesions, and now we'll talk about the special lesions in the skin. Special lesions in the skin are the Burrows lesions. Burrow lesions are the tunnel-like lesions, and these Burrow lesions are seen in the scabies in the web space of fingers. Another is the comedones. In our acneiform eruptions on the face, back, shoulder, chest, there we see the comedones. This results because of plugging of sebaceous secretion, and this may be closed comedones or open comedones. Open comedones are also called as blackheads, and closed comedones are called the whiteheads. These are the special lesions of the skin. Another special lesion of the skin is the milia. These are the small superficial cysts of 1 to 2 millimeter in size. These are the milias. And last one is the telangiectasia. These are the lesion where there is a skin atrophy and there is visible superficial blood vessels. So this all about the primary lesion, secondary lesion and special lesions, and just little bit differentiation. We can differentiate about the different lesions, and according to the distribution of skin lesions, according to the type of skin lesions, it easily helps us for the diagnosis of the skin diseases. Thank you.